hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to y'all with another recap. We talking Drag Race. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hype up the video. So the episode starts off with them reacting to Briar passing out on stage. It kind of shocks me how a lot of the girls do not believe Briar whatsoever. I know she's watching it mad as hell and feels bad because imagine you pass out in front of people that you think are your friends or y'all cool, and then they think you're lying. I don't think she's lying. The way that she looked before she passed out, you could tell she was out of there. When LaRoche said, don't look at me like that, that's when her mind was gone. Okay, her body was. That's what we got to kaput. By the way, Drag Race, can we stop being so like soft? What happened to the reunions? We need to bring back the reunions. Because that's what a real drama used to happen. People used to walk off stage on Rupaul. They used to get mad. They used to start crying. They would get into screaming matches. We don't have that no more. Everything now is so PC. Everything now is so nice. We get none of that. Gone are the days we used to get the reunions. Can we get that back at least, especially this season? They then start talking about who had the better dress, whether it was Athena or if it was Darlene. I still think that Darlene had the better outfit. I'm so glad that Sierra said something because to me, Athena's outfit looks like something you hang in drapes. It was like a bunch of drapings everywhere. It looks like a tablecloth. I don't get how they picked her. I know Darlene had them clunky shoes, but I feel like they could have looked past them shoes. I'm sorry. Like Athena's outfit, I hated it. So I'm glad somebody called her out because Athena sometimes could be delusional. And that was pretty much the beginning of the episode and everything. Everybody's sizing each other up. Mia's noticing that what's her name is big competition. Mia's big competition because she did really well in the last challenge, and she's more so like on the quiet side. Well, not this episode, because this episode, these talents, we gotta do different for these talents in variety shows. Because I'm confused. I'm like, you know, the type of talent in variety type of acts that I hate, the honky dory play ones, like the and then I talk to the neck and the da da da, and then I put it in the chuck and then we I hate that shit. That's not a talent. Like, what is that? I know it's not a talent show, it's a variety show, but like I don't like that variety. Like Darlene's, I hated this episode. I don't find it funny. It's not like it's just like, oh, it's so cheesy. I call it the ginger. I feel like we gotta blame Ginger Minch for that. We blaming Ginger Minch for a lot of things these days. But I feel like she was one of the first people I seen on Drag Race do that on All Stars when it comes to like the talent shows and the you know what I want to see for in giggles? I want to see RuPaul do the Liberian Girl challenge. Liberian girl, yeah. Let me stop. Listen, if RuPaul did the Liberian Girl challenge, that would break her back. That would be pure comedy. Okay, now the girls all getting a workroom. What I've noticed is missing from this season, we don't have a showmance, which I'm glad because I feel like a lot of them are usually like not real and really for the show. But usually every season they try to get two of the queens to go together and to be in a relationship, a lesbian relationship in my quad voice. I mean in my Lisa Nicole voice. So this season we don't really have that. I feel like a lot of people are saying, oh my God, like I have this one friend, right? And he always telling me, oh, this season I'm not feeling it here. And I'm like, I feel like the reason why is because a lot of the girls are just not like cool like that. Like I feel like the past seasons they developed like a bond over the episodes. And this season, it's like they don't really mess with each other like that. Like they kind of fake it, they fake the funk just for camera. And besides the Florida girls who all were kind of knowing each other before the show. But besides that, I feel like they don't really like each other like that. That's just the kind of gist I get from this season, to be honest. RuPaul comes in and lets us know that they're going to be doing the Raider Queen. I cannot stand Raider Queen because I don't think it's fair, if we're going to be honest, okay? And I don't like that. The only reason why I like it a little bit is because it gives like that Big Brother-esque vibe. But besides that, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Just because like even this episode, I do not think that the person that should have been the bottom should have been Sierra. To me, it should have been either Vita or Darlene. No shade. One of the two. After watching Pit Stop and understanding Sierra's story, it makes sense as to why she did, and the whole poem makes sense. Was it the best? Hell no. But I don't agree with how the girls voted. I feel like it should have been Darlene or Vita. Like Vita came out and literally stretched with dumbbells with cookies on the end of it. Like, come on now. Really? Really? Something is telling me Jane Doe is gonna go home. I don't know why. I feel like next week, after she does her talent, it's not gonna be as great, and she's gonna have to lip sync against um Sierra, and Sierra's gonna whoop her. Something is giving me that vibe. I don't know why, but I'm getting that vibe. I feel like this is gonna be the opportunity that the girls are trying to get her out. Because if you notice in the editing, because y'all know I love reality TV, so I be peeping everything. They keep pushing her and her confessionals talking about these Florida girls all have an alliance. And I feel like this is the time they keep pushing that. They keep pushing that. So I feel like the reason that they're pushing that is because they're trying to push further the narrative that she's going to get rid of due to this alliance. That's what I feel like is going to happen. And she also said the Florida girls that can't even read. What Nene said to Kim, I found that very suspect. You said, Kim, that you didn't want to go to the barbecue because you said we were going to have chicken. We had lamb and shrimp. I found that very suspect. Okay. Was I the only one that saw that? I'm like, damn, bitch. Like, oh my God. That's why I think she went home. I think that came from a point of like bitterness. Another thing I noticed lately, y'all been oohing and awing over that damn Darlene since this episode because we revealed his hair under the hat. And y'all thinking that he probably got a sledgehammer. Why she have a shrimp? And y'all be very disappointed, okay? Because y'all been going ham over that damn Darlene. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all feed it over. He is cute. I ain't gonna lie. He is. He is. I wish he had a little bit more hair, but he is cute for. He really is. He's a cute white guy. He really is. Now, the girls are starting to plot, especially Kenya. Kenya's like, ooh, like, I need some points on the board. Because like I've been at the bottom so much that I gotta do I gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm plotting and playing. Yeah. Okay. So she walking around the workroom. She's trying to kind of like form alliances to get points and stuff. So the Florida girls, Athena, Mia, and then Juicy, they're trying to figure out how to best play this because it's 2 weeks of this talent/variety show. It's gonna be week 1 and then week 2. So they're plotting to not be in the same week, so that way the votes are a little bit more evenly spread, right? So Kenya's trying to get in the midst of this. She's trying to make sure that like she's a part of it, so that way she can stay a little bit longer. I'm not gonna lie, Kenya is having a very disappointing showing. How do you not have a dress? They might need to send your ass home. No shade. Like you came there without even an outfit for a category that was told to you before the season started. That's why y'all gotta stop relying on them designers and take them sewing classes. Stop relying on that designer. What Michelle said. Yeah, that's what Michelle said, but that's what she need to start saying. She's talking about stop relying on their body. No, stop relying on that designer. Cause that F y'all up every time. It's always the season where either a designer didn't finish it or they didn't finish it in time. And that's exactly what happened in Kenya. What's crazy? Nene looks like a gay Harry Potter. We gonna call her Harry Frotter, okay? Now the girls start talking to each other, trying to scheme, and of course, Athena and Juicy they get together. Like we're gonna put each other in the #1 spot. The next episode preview, it looks like Mia is not going to go by that word. It looks like she's not going to give Athena in the top spot. Like she gonna try to put her in the bottom. I'm telling y'all, something gonna happen to where the Florida girls not gonna be messing with each other by the end of the season. I don't know why. I'm just getting those vibes on episode. Even when in the beginning of the episode they were talking about Briar, I don't know if it was because of the edit or what. You could kind of see like Juicy kind of cut her eye at Athena when they were talking about Briar, like, stop talking about my friend type. So I don't know. I don't know. Now they get to deciding who's gonna perform on week 1 or week 2. I'm the type of person I like to get stuff over with. So I would want to go on week 1. No shade. I feel like if you would wait till week 2, you're gonna psych yourself out because you're gonna see some of the girls do so well, and they depending on how confident you are, it might be up your mental. You get what I'm saying? So I would want to go in first so that way I could get it over with. Okay. I think that would be the smartest choice. Some of the girls wanted to opt out to go for week 2 really, really badly, like Kenya. But then some of the girls like Vita, they just wanted it to be done and over with. Now, Nene was going back and forth between if she wanted to go from week 1 or week 2. She was kind of like still decided. She was still decided, but she just couldn't make up her mind. She finally made up her mind and she decided to go for week 1. Okay. Now, Nene, I got a bone to pick with you. That frog look. So you mean to tell me you've been doing that? So that week on that runway is less exciting if you've been doing that. Because I thought she just did that off the whim for the episode. So you've been a bug. I don't know. I ain't like that. I felt bamboozled when I found out about that. Now let's talk about this Rulock. Okay, let's talk about this Rulock. Y'all know I'm not a fan of the Dolly Parton. I'm so sick of her doing this. It bothers me so much. Why do you have the clown hair on your hair, Ru? It looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like Ru looked like she got electrocuted. I cannot stand when she do this. Like you're not a natural blonde, Ru. I know she used to wear blonde back in the days. I know. But it's just like, like I just want Ru to try other different stuff. Like we never really see her in red. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see Ru in red. Like we see her red before, but not a lot. Then we get to the runway, you guys. So this category is not today's satin, where they're supposed to wear clothes that's like dresses, garments that's mostly satin material. Okay. Now, first we have Sierra Miss. Now I feel like one of the biggest reasons she ended up probably lower rated than the other queens is because of what she wore. Because the damn sure I don't think was because of the talent, because I don't think she was the worst. This dress is the simplest thing I've seen her wear. Okay. I feel like it gives a little bit of mariachi band. Y'all know that emoji that be like, yeah, yeah, I got it. Yeah. Yep, yep. It gives a little bit of that. So I'm not the biggest fan of it. I can see why the girls lower rated her because of the dress, not because of the talent, but because of the dress. I'm gonna have to give this a 5 out of 10. The top looks good though, in regards to her face and then the headpiece. That's her specialty though. We know she could do the freaking transformations and everything. So we expect that from her. But besides that, it's a chop. I will say though, I like the fact that she used the Prada label. The Prada gonna sue y'all, RuPaul. The Prada label and then put Sierra in it. That was kind of, I like that. I like that. I like that. You know, because I like designer stuff. So when I saw that, I said, ooh, she ate that. Okay. But besides that, to me, it's like it looks like a corset with satin, with the satin bottom attached to it. So that's why I would give it a 5 out of 10. Now that Juicy, she's just taking it. She's taking it from left. She's taking it from right. She's taking it under. Like she really is that girl. I don't care what nobody says. Oh my God. This is what you do. Okay. Like the material of satin is used all throughout this dress from the bottom to the top of her head. She even was smart enough to do the finger waves as the hair, which kind of gives that crinkle satin effect that she has on her body. 10 out of 10. Juicy to me dresses like a seasoned drag queen. Is she really Athena granddaughter? Because she don't give granddaughter. She gives mother. I'm sorry. Like a lot of her looks to me have surpassed what Athena has come out on the runway. So it's like, how could you mother her? You know what I'm saying? How could you grandmother her? You really can't. Because look at what she wearing. Now I like Nene Coco, but this is ugly. I don't like this at all. This is the first look I think Nene has worn that's disappointed me. I disappointed in you. I don't like the stars on the head. That to me makes it look a little bit Mandy Mango-ish with the items all over the outfit. That kind of pissed me off. So I wasn't a fan of that. Now, this is a now. This is a hard no, actually. Now, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna have to give this like a solid 3 out of 10. I feel like it looks messy, and I can't really tell that it's satin. A lot of the girls did not use satin on this runway. I will say that Athena was not lying. They didn't. A lot of the girls did not use satin. I could tell a lot of this material to me. It does not look satin, and if it is, it's like wrinkled satin up. Like I don't know. 3 out of 10 for sure. Now that Vita, she's taking it. Okay, 10 out of 10. That is how you do it. Okay, she's using satin throughout the whole outfit as well, and I like the fact that she used it as like a hooded on the top, and then the emerald on her chest with the emerald color with the pumpkin colored hair. Like to me, what I like about a good drag queen is they know how to pair colors. And one thing I realized about Vita, she knows how to pair colors. I love people that know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kind of know which colors kind of go together and which could collide. And it's like she knows what goes together. So for that, 10 out of 10, 100%. I wish her talent show was better, but like, because that was the fool. That was the fool. Now, Darlene, you know what the thing is with Darlene? I feel like she self-sabotages herself. She'll come out and you'll be like, oh, that's nice. And then you'll notice something or she'll do something that you're like, oh my God. One week it was the shoes. You came out in that cow look, you're like, oh my God, that's what Monique Harvey saying, brown cow stunning, sickening, all that. And then you notice she got flats. And then one week you come out, she looks really good, but then you notice them chunky boots. And then this week she comes out, looks amazing, and then you take it off to reveal a little dress. Why would you do that? I'm gonna have to hit you with the why would you do that? Because that to me was very stupid.
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this.
That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because
Why you do that?
why I do what?
Because why would you take that big like that big piece of material that makes up most of the dress, the satin, and you take it off, and now you look simple. And the shoes with the small dress look crazy. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to give this first. It started at a 9 out of 10, but now we gonna jump down to a 5 out of 10. Uh-uh. Now, Mia's look, I'm not too big of a fan of it. Only because it does give me like Christmas costume. Um, and to me, the bow, although it looks pretty, the rest of it just kind of looks like a bathrobe, like a red satin bathrobe. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones they be selling on Amazon with the fur, but instead it's just satin. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7 out of 10. Not my best of the night at all, and not my favorite of the night at all. And I also have an issue with the top two. I do not think it should have been Mia and Juicy. I'm gonna tell y'all who though. That Mikey, she's underrated. I feel like she's one of the most underrated on this season. I like this. I like this. 9 out of 10 for sure. The bow on the bottom to me is what I like about it the most, is because it's so simple from what it looks like a tiny. You get to the bottom and then you see all the satin and then the satin coiffed up top. I love it. This is a 9 out of 10, 100%. Like, I really, really like it. The only reason why I took off 1 point is because I do think she could do better with her makeup. Her makeup to me, I've noticed it looks harsh. Like it looks extremely harsh. If y'all know, it's like if y'all look on this girl right now, y'all see the side of her face. It looks like I don't know. I feel like she could do it a lot cleaner. So that's the only reason why I would take off that point. But besides that, that one, she's one to watch. I really feel like a lot of the girls are not really paying attention to her because she's not the most loudest of the group. But I think she's gonna probably make it far. Now, Miss Athena is giving us Shakira banana. Shakira banana. Okay, she's giving us Shakira banana teas, but this time Shakira banana is wearing red rouge satin. Okay, if y'all know Shakira banana, Shakira banana. Y'all see Shakira banana? All she was missing was the bananas. Okay, this is very much vintage Shakira banana, and I like it. All right. I think she did the most with the satin versus some of the other girls, and I think that's why she threw shade at the other girls, because you could look at her outfit and tell that it's satin versus some of the other girls where it's like it's a little bit of like rouge leather mixed with satin, but she used all of the satin. So for that, I'm gonna give her a 10 out of 10. I liked it. Okay, even the head wrap the red hair underneath. Like the detailing to me was A1. So you get it this time, Athena. Now, Kenya. Kenya is giving us very much Jill Scott. You're here. Y'all know that video of Countess Voss singing it. Okay. I don't like this, Kenya. I'm sorry. It just gives it's so like I could see a Jamaican woman that live in Florida wearing this to go down to the church. Like it's that shade. Like I'm sorry. Versus some of the other looks, you could tell like they put thought and care to it. But once again, we're gonna have to blame it on that designer because of your designer, they did not have the look ready for you, and that is not the designer's fault. That's on you for not learning how to sew. So that way you could have been better prepared for this competition because now you had to get another drag queen's look. Thank God she had it and you scrounge up something. You really could have been out of luck real bad this week. You lucky that the girls were able to pick the bottoms and stuff because I don't know. It's just like, I mean, we're able to pick the weeks and stuff because let's say if this was a regular week, she would have been in the bottom. It's no shade. It's your shade. Uh-uh. I like it though because it's so black. You know what I'm saying? Like this is so black coded. Like this is black culture. You know what I'm saying? I like it for that reason. But compared to what some of the other girls are wearing, like yeah, and it's not really hers either. That's another thing. It's not her stuff. Next, we have Jane Don't. Here's the thing about Jane Don't's look. The dress is great, but the check on and all that is horrible. I mean, let me correct myself. The dress is horrible. That's what I really meant to say. The dress, I'm talking too fast. The dress is horrible, but the chicken and stuff I like. The reason why I don't like the dress, it looks ugly. Like the sun part, it looks like a child designed the dress, but then everything else, Jane made. I really feel like she should have worn something different as the dress. I know that's the biggest part, which is the satin, but I don't like the dress. I hate it. It's so like it looks wrinkly a little bit, and then the design is kind of lazy. It looks like a kid's art project. But up here, like if I were to crop her as to what y'all looking at right now, 10 out of 10. But everything else, 4 out of 10. I hate that dress. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Next, we have Sharon Needles. Oops, Discord. I'm playing. So this look, she was inspired by, to me, like the Gilded Age. That's what it looks like to me. And then she has like the newspapers near her on the satin. It's different types of satin. I wasn't the biggest fan of it because it did look a little bit messy to me. But I do feel like I like when a queen puts a story behind the look that she's wearing, and they did just make it on the spot because the producer said, "Hey, what's the look inspired by?" And tell us the story. You know what I'm saying? Like she thought about it before it was even asked. So just for that, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Not my favorite out of the night for sure. All right, now let's run down the talent show, y'all. First, we have Sierra Miss, right? At first, because I watched the episode twice. I don't know about y'all, but you gotta watch it twice to really get it. Because I ain't gonna lie, the first time I thought Nene's performance was sickening. And then I watched it the second time, I'm like, only thing impressive with that was the back hair spring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the only thing impressive about that. But anyways, so her performance at first I didn't get it. The second time I got it. Not just because I watched Pit Stop, it's because I actually listened to the words the second time watching this episode. So I do think she did not do that bad. Okay? I will say that. I didn't think she did that bad. All right? Compared to, I think, Darlene's, ooh, Nelly, hood. I find that to be so corny. I hate when the queens do that. It's so cheesy and corny to me. Like, oh my God. That's not a talent. Like, what the fuck? Now, nobody's being Anitra's, but this comes at a second close, okay? Y'all remember, my name is Anitra. To the A, to the E, to the, my pussy's the, y'all remember that? Anyway, but she Did really great. I like the whole robotic thing, and she stuck with it into the movement as well. The bitch could dance like 3 flips back to back to back to back. This is a 10 out of 10 for sure. Like she deserved to me to be in the top 100%. I do think that her being in the top was very deserving. Now, Nene did this whole bug frog shtick, okay? This bug frog shtick. Now, Nene, I feel like once again, watching it the first time, I'm like, oh, and then the second time, I'm like, okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, it looks impressive when you watch it one time only, and then you're just like, oh my God. Don't get me wrong. What that trick that she did, I know this because I used to watch Dance Moms. The girls that know. Anytime a girl used to do a backhand round spring, whatever you say it, they used to injure their leg. I remember when Brooke did it on Dance Floor and she injured her leg. She said, oh my God. Like she cracked her leg right. I heard it crack. So that trick is not an easy flip to do. It is very hard and you could very injure yourself quickly. So just off of that, she gets my 10s, 100%. But do I think it was like top worthy? Not really. Now, Vita, you look the plum fool. Vita looked like Dolly. I said, is that Bad Dolly? Don't she look like Bad Dolly a little bit? No shade. That was horrible, Vita. What were you thinking? That's what I want to know. Like, were you like, oh my God, like, you feel me like, okay. You like, no. Vita. No. This was lazy. It didn't make any sense. The cookies situation didn't make any sense. Like, it was just like, no. This is the talent. Once again. Like, I feel like she could perform. So why didn't she do like a sickening lip sync or something? Like, that to me is an easy way out. I'm just saying. And then we have Darlene. Really, bitch. I will stick them in their chair. They will bake them, and then we bake a bird. I cannot stand that shit. It's so irritating me to watch it. Like, what's the talent in that? Like, what's the key in that? Like, the little noises are funny and the and all that. Like, it's, I don't know. It's a no for me, dog. Sorry. Now Mia gets up there and she bucket. Okay, she bop. She do her bucket. She had her tatas out. I like that performance. The reason why I said earlier that I didn't think uh those should have been the tops, only because I feel like Mia's look wasn't the best compared to some of the other girls. But if we're gonna do it off of talent, she and Juicy were the two best contenders, if we're gonna be honest. So, because in my opinion, I think of the looks and the performance put together. Okay. Now, after that happens, the girls do the Raider Queens, right? They vote for who they want to be in like the tops and stuff, and they rate the girls like 1 through whatever, right? And the two people that ended up on the bottom ended up being, I think it was, oh yeah, it was Vita, and then it was what's her name? Damn, what's the damn name? It was Vita and it was Sierra. I'm tripping. And then Sierra ended up being the lowest rated. She ended up being moved on to week 2 to be able to lip sync against the next person in the bottom, which I don't know how Sierra performs. I never see any videos of her performances, but I hope she could pull it out because I do enjoy some of the stuff that she be coming out in. So I do hope that she does, the best that she can. I will say though, to me, it should have been either Darlene or Vita. No shade. Vita's was lazy as fuck. And Darlene's, the shit wasn't funny to me. I'm sorry. Now let's talk about the lipstick. I do feel like Rue did the right thing by picking both of them as winners. Y'all, you know what I liked about this episode? Mia gave us the throwback pink hair. Y'all remember when Pink was in that video and she said, "There you go, looking pitiful, just because I let you go." Like she gave us that look, but like a rainbow version of it. The lip sync, they did it to me together. Like, so it only makes sense for them to be both winners. And they did really, really good. So that was pretty much the episode. I will say I like the talent show type of episodes because we could really see like what the girls could really do. Because you could talk a big game, but if they say show us your talent and you can't show it, then we're not really talking about that. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about this video, and we all baby.
Welcome to the